If most of you have gotten into a Chinese university, you probably are an audio learner. Because if I'm not mistaken, it's not easy to get into a Chinese university. It is difficult. How many of you have graduated from a Chinese university? None of you? Yeah. All of you have, okay. So you are possibly are all audio learners. But at the same time, an audio learner can learn visually if they are open to doing that. So, okay, now then, back to the syllabi. We have here now building the wall. Building the wall. And I will read in Nehemiah 4, 11 through 23 in English, the building of the wall. Now, the thing that we want to talk about is the wall was built in 2 months. And it was built by these people. So let me read to you 11 down. Also, our enemy said, before they know it or see us, we will be right there among them, and we will kill them and put an end to the work. Then the Jews who lived near them came and told us 10 times over, whenever you turn, they will attack us. Therefore, I stationed some of the people behind the lowest points of the wall at the exposed places, posting them by families with their swords, spears, and bows. And I looked things over, and I stood up, and I said to the nobles and the officials and the rest of the people, don't be afraid of them. Remember the Lord who is great and awesome, and fight for your brothers, your sons, and your daughters, your wives, and your homes. When our enemies heard that we were aware of their plot and that God had frustrated it, we all returned to the wall, each to his own work. And from that day on, half of my people did the work, while the other half were equipping with spears, shields, bows, and armor. The officials posted themselves behind all the people of Judah who were building the wall, and those who carried materials did their work with one hand and held a weapon in their other, and each of the builders wore his sword by his side as he worked. But the men who sounded the trumpet stayed with me. Then I said to the nobles, the officials, and the rest of the people, the work is extensive and spread out, and we are widely separated from each other along the wall. Whenever you hear the sound of the trumpet, join us there, and our God will fight for us. So we continued the work with half of the men holding spears, from the first light of dawn until the stars came out. At that time I also said to the people, have every man and helper stay inside Jerusalem at night, so they can serve us as guards by night and workmen by day. Neither I nor my brothers nor my men nor my guards took their clothes off. Each had his weapon even when they went for water. Okay, get the idea. They are building the wall. And they had threats. So they had swords, spears. Some would work, some would protect. Some cases they would have a hammer in one hand and a spear in the other hand. And quite often, whenever you see pictures of Nehemiah, you will see these people dressed in war clothes, but with a spear and with a building utensil. So we've got to realize that whenever you are going to be building the Church of Jesus Christ, you will be attacked. There will be people that will be against you. They will try to stop you. And what you need to do is you need to build the wall. Build the wall. We have an advertisement on television coming from the countries that you have come from. You have not seen it, but it's a very interesting advertisement. It shows a basketball court. And you know what basketball is, or you maybe down here. They have the basket up there. And they have one man coming in, and he takes 2 steps. One, and then he flies way out here with the second one, and then he jumps up in the air with the basketball, and he slams the basketball down. It's very impressive. And the man that does this is a very famous basketball player named Michael Jordan. And when he slams it down, there comes a little advertisement for Nike shoes, and it says, "Just do it." Just do it. And I like that. Just do it. Just do it. It's how are we going to start a church? I don't know. Just do it. How are we going to build a church? I don't know. Just do it. And once you do it, you're going to be surprised that you can do it. You can do it. One of my favorite comedians, and this is beside the point, but I was thinking about it as I was coming up, is a guy who plays a psychiatrist. And he has all these patients come in with all of these problems, and he has to give them advice. And so this one lady came in one time and said, "Oh, doctor, I've got a real problem." He says, "Well, yes, what's your problem?" "I eat too much." Yes, I can see that. "And I'm way too fat." "Yes, I can see that too. And I just don't know what to do. I think the reason that I eat too much is because I had a bad childhood. Mm-hmm. I think it's because maybe people have treated me wrongly. Mm-hmm. I think it's because of the city I live in. Mm-hmm. And doctor, I've come here and I need your help. Mm-hmm. Can you help me?" "Yes, I think I can." "Can you really help me?" "Yes, I think I can. I think that the help is very simple." "Really?" "Yes." "What can you do?" "I've got just 2 words. 2 words, yes." "What are the 2 words?" "Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop what? Stop eating! Stop eating! What about my childhood? Stop it! What about where I live? Stop it! Stop eating! That's your answer! Are you going to give me a pill? No, stop it!" I like that. The girl, "You got to help me. You're a psychiatrist." No, just stop it. Just don't eat anymore. Very simple. If you want to build a church, just do it. Do it. "Aren't you going to give me advice?" "No, just do it." "Aren't you going to help me?" "No, just do it. Start the church." Okay, that's very simple. Now, we're talking about building the wall, and I'm going to give you some information here that may be of help to you. It's 12 signs of an alive church. And with these 12 signs of an alive church, it might help you a little bit to understand a little bit about the church. To understand a little bit about the church. Now, I am what they call a church growth expert. I have a doctor's degree in church growth. I have studied at the school in Fuller Theological Seminary. And in Fuller Theological Seminary, they had a school of church growth. And I have a degree in church growth. So I am supposed to know how churches grow and how churches do not grow. Now, what is interesting is there'll be some churches that'll grow rapidly and some that won't. And people will come and say, "Why is this church not growing?" "Well, because the Holy Spirit's not there." "Oh, yeah." "Why is this church growing?" "Because the Holy Spirit's there." That's very simplistic. Why is the Holy Spirit in one and why is the Holy Spirit not in another? Why is it that some churches know what to do and some churches do not know what to do? Okay, church growth. So what I have done is I have visited all kinds of churches in Asia, Europe, Africa, America. I have visited churches and I have made a study as to why some churches grow, why some churches are alive, and why some churches are not alive. And I'm going to talk to you about that now. So if you will notice here, there is 3 categories of alive churches. 3 categories. One of them is worship. The second one is theology. And the third one is the structure of the church. Now, I would hope that as you get ready to plant a church, that you would think about these things because they will be very helpful to you to plant a church. Now, the first one is worship. Worship. In every church that I go to where there is a growing church, they have good, alive music. When I started a church up there in Marin County, close to Golden Gate Seminary, I told somebody, if I'm going to start a church, the most important person is a music director. Then the second most important is a counselor, and then the third most important is the preacher.